Yeah, guys, I know some of you want me to speak on Prince 2, okay? Especially those of you in UK, you want me to talk about Prince 2 certification, right? Okay, I'm going to do justice to that now. What is Prince 2? Prince 2 means a project in control environment. And what does it do? It tries to have standard operation and procedure put in place to ensure that people are not just doing what they like. They want everything to be coordinated, to be unified, to be harmonized. So that if I tell you that I'm implementing project management, then I need to follow the procedures of how it should be implemented. If there's going to be a checklist, it has to be uniform. If you are doing Prince 2, then we should be doing the same thing. This body has tried to harmonize things and they come up with way of doing business in a controlled environment so that people will not just be doing what they like, but they will have to comply with standards. Okay? Now, for you to be able to operate with using Prince 2, you need to be certified. That is the general concept. And what I have seen happening is people just go ahead to do the exams and do the training, apply for the exam. In 3 months, they get satisfied. Many of my students actually have Prince 2 certification, but unfortunately, they cannot use the tools. So personally, if you are going for the certification, I'm telling you, it's just for you. It's a prerequisite for getting job, especially if you are applying for PMO analyst. Just a prerequisite. For you to be able to use the tools, you must engage in project-based learning process. You need to learn how to use those tools. Okay? One of the tools we use in Prince 2, because Prince 2 actually will help you in area of governance. Okay, if you're in charge of governance in your organization, you need Prince 2. If you're in charge of management, you need more than Prince 2. You need certification like Agile PMP or PM, that is a Agile Project Management Professional. You do the foundation, then you do the professional. Okay? Or if you want to have the biggest one, that is the PMP, especially from PMI, that is Project Management Institute. PMP means Project Management Professional. We actually have practitioner, okay? But get the professional. Now, the difference is this. If you have PMP from PMI, you can work in any country with that, including UK. But if you have only Prince 2, you can only work in UK because it's only UK that recognizes Prince 2. Others are using Agile, which is the most recent. And even in UK, people have started using Agile now. It's not everybody that knows it. Everybody knows Prince 2, but Agile is the order of the day. Okay, because of its flexibility. No, Agile is not rigid. Prince 2 is more of waterfall approach. But it's not waterfall, it's not traditional. Waterfall, traditional, they are part of predictive. Prince 2 itself is part of predictive. Because we have two types of project management methodology. We have the predictive and the adaptive. The predictives are those ones that should be able to predict the outcome. It has a scope that is rigid, that you need to follow as prescribed. Like you have the way you are implementing it, the way it is structured, like a waterfall. So your waterfall is part of predictive. Your business as usual is part of predictive. Your Prince 2 is part of predictive. And the second one is adaptive. And that is where Agile falls in. Okay? Your Scrum, the adaptive, because they have ability to absorb change, to tolerate change as they move on. Okay, they are not rigid. They are like, let's start. As we move on, if anything happen, we can adjust and continue. We continue to deliver based on the knowledge we have at a material time. And as knowledge expands, we increase. We continue to do it gradually, so that we'll be able to meet up with time, with budget, with quality. Okay? Because in adaptive, in agile, primarily, you can only adjust your scope using what we call multi-scope prioritization. You prioritize. So it's flexible. Okay, your scope is flexible, but your time, budget, and quality are constant. They are rigid. That's why they have to deliver when the level of tolerance is 0. When you say you are delivering 3 months, you are delivering 3 months. That's high time for you. Okay, you can't compromise the time. So what you will do is what we call prioritization, using multi-scope prioritization. So you prioritize all the ones that must be done. You start with those ones. Those that should be done must also be delivered. Could be done. You start working on anywhere you stop on the could be done, and you couldn't proceed. You move it to will be done later, or will not be done for now. Yeah, you move it to the will not be done for now. So that one will constitute the next phase. And that's why you see in Agile, especially for software development, because that is one we use for software development. Okay, we continue to deliver incrementally. We are delivering it incrementally. We call it iteration. We iterate. Okay, we deliver incrementally and even frequently. Like your Apple phone, you kept having iPhone 16, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max. The following year comes to go to 17, 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max. So you see them delivery incrementally. They didn't wait until they get the final ultra, standard phone and give it to the world. That by now they might not have finished. So that is Agile. Agile will continue to deliver incrementally. So they won't waste your money. You don't have to wait for so long time before you start having your return on investment. You start having your return on investment immediately. Okay? That's the advantage of Agile. That is why most people are leaving predictive and they are going to adaptive. Okay? Yeah, those who use predictive for software development, they are nowhere to be found. Where's your BlackBerry phone for now? They can't. Because they did not have that vision. Agile come into the limelight in 2018. Although the most of the Agile methodology has been used, especially in the automotive industry, but when it really come into the limelight and assume that word is in 2018. So going back to our Prince2. Prince2 have different tools that we use. We have the PIDs, which we call the project initiation document, that has to be in place. Okay, they have to be in place before you start any project. And those documents are there. Okay, then we have other documents that you use for weekly reports or progress reports. Okay, and they will be coming. Yeah, there's primarily 7 of them. You have your RAID log. RAID mean risk, assumption, issue, and dependencies. Inside the RAID log, that is where you have your risk register. You'll be hearing of risk register in Prince2. That's where you have it. So you have your issue report. You have your highlight reports. You have your status reports. You have your RAG status, which is high level report. You have your highlight report. I've mentioned it earlier. So all those reports will be coming in every week. So you will learn how to use them, and you will be using them in your organization. So if your organization is not using any of them and you are being employed, you need to teach them how to use it. Okay? Some of the PIDs I mentioned earlier, you have the project charter, you have the business case, you have the stakeholder analysis report using RACI, RACI, SWOT, PERS2. or PEST, anyone you want to use. PEST 2 means political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environment. Okay? And the legal and environment, if it's not there, then it's stop as PEST. These are tools that you use for stakeholder analysis, or SWOT. SWOT means strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threats. And the template you use to run them is called RACI or Start to See. There are plenty different type of them, but I like RACI and Start to See. Okay? RACI means responsible, accountable, consulting, and inform. So those are the way you categorize it. Start to See, we add something to it, like who are the people that you are to collaborate with, to decide, co-decide, co-monitor, you know. So it has some other things to it. So the PID document are many, more than 20 different documents that you need to do, and you must get them ready. The reporting formats for your project phase, you have the end stage reports that you will be doing at the end of every phase, and at closure stage, you also have the final report or closure report. Okay, these are reports, these are governance documents. That's why I say for Prince 2, we do more on governance. Okay, and you will be doing some quality assurance, okay, and quality check to ensure that those who are implementing are doing the right thing. They are using the right template, they are using the right tool, they are following the organization procedure and standards. That is your role as PMO analyst. And that's why you need to learn Prince 2 and get certified. So I'm not saying you should not get the certification, but I think you need to learn the experience. So if you enroll with us, we will take you through you have first-hand knowledge on how to use this tool, and you're going to do your own project. Yes. So that you can have work experience in UK. Yeah. So that's that about Prince 2. If you find this interesting, remember to click the red, the plus sign there. Help us click the plus sign. Then like this. You follow, you like, you comment. So in the comment section, I'm going to drop a link if you wish to learn more about this. I will drop the link to our free project management training online. It's there. You can go there and self-train yourself. Just enroll and be going through it and be learning it. It's free. It's there at your pace. And at the end of it, the system will generate a certificate of attendance for you. Okay? But if you want to enroll in live projects, come on. You can do that. Yeah. The link will also be dropped in the comment section for you. Okay? So this is where we teach you how to have UK work experience, and we will support you with reference when you have done project with us. So we can back you up. We give you reference. Yeah. Which you can put on your CV to apply for a job. Okay? Because you're going to do real project. Okay? So, thank you very much, and see you in my next video. Bye for now.